J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I want you all to get programmed and make sure that you realize every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 p.m. get ready for conspiracy theories breakdown, as well as hot topics of the week. You know, all the stuff going on in the news, different things that you want to talk about. If you do have conspiracy theories that you want to talk about and you wondering what is my thoughts on it, this is the place. You come through, you put it in the comments. I will break it down, clear it up, because I got all the answers, of course, and Google and find out information so that we can all get real facts and info live and learn together. Got a little cup of French onion soup. How many of y'all like French onion soup? What's good? What's good? I'm about to get to some of these comments, see if my soup calmed down a little bit. I got a little cheese in here. It's a French onion soup I got from Applebee's. It's all right. Put some cheese in it. And cheese, look at that. The cheese don't want to break. Like the drool from a little kid crying. It was hanging on, wasn't it? Woo. I see, Nikki, you just made some chili. That's what I'm talking about. I need a good bowl of chili. Need a good bowl of chili. I ain't had a good bowl of chili in a minute. What you put in your chili? That's the conspiracy. What you put in your chili? You like hot chili or mild? I don't like hot chili. My dad make hot chili. You be sitting there sweating, have to take your shirt off. Well, there's some cheese in this thing, ain't it? Make me wonder about if this cheese binding up my guts. Making the boo-boo stick. Speaking of boo-boo stick, I got a story about boo-boo. It's making my nose run already, y'all. And it's just hot. It ain't even spicy. All right. I ain't gonna eat no more of that. It's too cheesy. I don't feel like messing with that. But it was all right. It's another thing that made me feel bad today. So I ordered that from Applebee's. I ordered the salmon, the blackened salmon with the mashed potatoes and the cheesy broccoli and the French onion soup. Then I'm like, let me see what I'm gonna watch. Turn on Netflix. I see something called Cspiracy. It's a CSEA Cspiracy, man. And they broke down that not only are plastics a problem in the ocean, but majority of the plastic that's causing the problem is fishing nets and fishing gear that's just left in the ocean, that's just catching animals, destroying all this stuff. And there was like majority of the fish that are getting killed are like bycatch or byproduct. So say you trying to catch salmon and you catching dolphins and everything else, well, you just letting them die anyway. And they basically was saying the best way to save the planet is to stop eating fish, because the more people that eat fish, they catching fish and then they catching other stuff. And the way they broke it down in a simple way is this. So we be talking about the rainforest all the time as in oxygen for the planet. But the algae and the plankton that lives in the ocean provides more oxygen than all the rainforests and trees on Earth. So like we could lose all the trees on Earth and still be good as long as the oceans is straight, damn near, because they provide like 60-70%. And the way that works is, which is why it's important when they say save the whales. And this documentary, and I'm gonna pull it up. Now, I was a little under the influence, and I did just finish eating a fish, so it made me feel bad. But I wasn't about to throw it up, okay? I still swallowed it. I did, and I enjoyed it. Put some extra tartar on it, squeezed the lemon. I did. I mean, it's already dead. You might as well enjoy that sacrifice. I appreciate your service. Thank you for your service, little salmon. You didn't die in vain. Okay. Anyway, the way that they break it down, and I'm gonna pull it up and show you, and this is on Netflix. Why the whales are important. So people would say, save the whales. And I'm a little older, so I remember in the 80s people were saying that. But this is why the whales are so important. So the whales, they eat a lot of that type of plankton and stuff. And when they go up to breathe, they poop. And as they poop and leave stuff, all the other stuff eats it. All the other plankton and stuff eats that poop. Pretty tasty. And that's how the cycle begins, because the whales go up, they leave what they leave, other stuff eat that, then here comes some other stuff eating them, here come the other stuff eating them, and so forth and so on. But then when you kill the whales, now it's no more food for the little stuff to eat, which means they die off. Now the things that ate the little stuff, that ate the poop, they no longer got something to eat, so they die off. Now what used to eat them, they can't eat them because they dead, because they didn't have nothing to eat. They die off, and boom, 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 collapse. Nothing, got nothing to eat. Nothing from nothing leave nothing. So don't eat that fillet of fish. Let me show you. See, Cspiracy. There we go. And I'm gonna get to these comments. Y'all got a lot of great comments, and I'm gonna get to that. But this just kind of, I just watched this today, so I'm gonna show y'all the Cspiracy. I suggest that everybody watch it, and if it scare you, that means that's good, because you live on Earth. Don't you breathe? Don't you want to live? It's like these people catch stuff and don't care about what they're doing. They kill all these sharks and defend sharks for shark fin soup, and shark fin soup is not even tasty, and it has no nutritional value, but it's like $100 a bowl. So that's like baller status in China. Oh, you got that shark fin soup. I eat shark fin soup every day, hunty. I'm about to put this bowl of shark fin soup on the gram. I eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Balling. Jaws don't eat me. I eat Jaws. Looky here said you made me hungry. That is the truth. I'm going to work my way backwards on these comments, because the newer ones are more relevant. But I still appreciate everybody that commented first, which why I'm going to get to you. So, Looky here said, have you watched Gen V? No, I have not. You have to let me know what that is. What's up, Rashonda, girl? How you doing? Nikki, that's right. You're going to watch that. And they talked about the plastic bags and Cspiracy. And that's the thing. See, look, here's the conspiracy. I'm about to break down the real conspiracy. See what happened, Nikki? You made me stop on the comments already. I ain't even get but 3 comments. And here I go again talking. So here's the thing. This is a real conspiracy. Now, the big corporations that run the fish and stuff, they set up a company that they fund that puts on the label Dolphin Safe Tuna. So when you think you buying Dolphin Safe Tuna, or, fish that is, properly whatever, the fishing company paid to do that and set that up, so that way, you feel good about buying the stuff, but that company will never talk out against the fishing companies. They'll talk about climate change is the reason, or plastic straws is the reason, but they won't say the overfishing or the fishing nets. Then on the other hand, they had this plastic group. This is in the movie Conspiracy. I mean, Cspiracy. This is in the documentary. They broke it down. Then the group that talks about plastic bags and straws and stuff, they're also funded by the fishermen. So that way they got people talking about plastic bags and talking about climate change and everything else, but nobody talking about what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that something? Hey, we gonna put a little money here. Y'all talk about that. We gonna put a little money here. Y'all talk about that. In the meanwhile, we gonna sit back and do what we do, and nobody in the public thinks about a fisherman. They said that they put every day enough fishing lines in the ocean every day that it could wrap around the earth 500 times. Every day, that much fishing lines that can go around the earth 500 times every day. That's a lot. If they said every year, I would have thought that was a lot. Every day. So it is a bigger problem than most of us realize. And he did have a point in that. He said that most people, when they think of a fisherman or whatever, they think of like a little small boat or something like that. But these are like massive warehouses of killing machines, just clearing out the ocean, just gutting it. And then also they were saying that like why they trying to point to climate change as why the coral reefs are dying. Coral reefs, they get their food from like poop and different stuff that the other fish leave. And if the fish are dead or gone and they not dying or and leaving poop or whatever, you know, for the coral reefs to eat, then they die. But they want to make it seem, and I even believe that sea level temperature rise was the reason coral reefs were dying, but it's more than that. So, you know, definitely messed up. All right, let me get to some of these comments. What up, Nikki? DeMarcus Vaughn, what's up? Neek, you say who passed away? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get into that next about who passed away, which is starting to be unfortunate that I think somebody else died on the Black Panther movie, but we know that now it's been two people, unfortunately, that have passed away, and I will get into that. Just give me 1 second. Acknowledge some of these people right quick that has come through. And what's up, Halima? How you doing? Ambi Bambi. Looky here. You say long time no see. I'm always here. Every week I'm here. Come through. They probably got me shadow banned. You probably ain't getting no notifications. It's all good. Yeah, DeMarcus Vaughn. I'm glad the actor strike is over as well. Time to film season 3 of Force. The Revenge of Rojas. You want that mild chili? That's what I'm talking about. All right, checking in on Facebook. And I looking like Bertha Davis. All right, looking like Bertha Davis. How you doing? All right. You say Ambi is that chili from Nick's Chili on Lafayette Road. What you know about Lafayette Road? You in Indianapolis? I didn't know you was in Indianapolis. Nah, this ain't Nick's Chili on Lafayette Road. I ain't never actually been there. Is it any good? I do go to his place eatery though. Latasha, you say you got to chew that. You got to get that cheese well done so you can chew it. You ain't lying. That cheese is a little too much. All right. Now let's see who passed away. Let's get into that. Let's see. But looky here, it's really good. If you like The Boys, you would like Gen V. I would love to see your thoughts on it. Oh, it's like The Boys. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I love The Boys. That's a great show. The only problem with The Boys is that it's on Amazon, so it doesn't get the recognition that it should. I wish it was on another channel so that more people would watch it and know about it, but it is an excellent show. You say this is Drea. What's up, Drea? I know you. You say this is Drea. Man, this damn fan blowing in my face. Oh, Capital City. Yeah, I know you now. How you been? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. I hope everything been going good for you. You say it's The Boys book 2. All right. You say The Boys is a great show founded by accident a couple years. I did a review for The Boys. All right, let's talk about Black Panther and who passed away, unfortunately. So, what is this? No, thank you. So, Taja Ramsay's Black Panther stuntman dies with 3 of his children in a car crash. And that is very, very sad and unfortunate. He was a stuntman for the movie. And it says that he was a martial artist as well, known for his work on Black Panther and the Avengers movies. And he's being mourned after he and 3 of his children were killed as a result of a car crash in Georgia last week. He was 41 years old. It says that the Atlanta TV station reported the crash occurred just before midnight on Halloween after the vehicle Ramsay's and his children were traveling in collided with a tractor trailer that had broken down in the left lane of an exit off the interstate. His mother, a photojournalist who is executive director of the National Press Photographers Association, announced his death and that 2 of his daughters, in an Instagram post. My beautiful, loving, talented son, Taraja, along with 2 of my grandbabies, his 13-year-old daughter and his 8-week-old newborn daughter, were killed the previous night in a horrific traffic accident, she wrote. She also wrote that 2 of Ramsay's daughters survived the accident, with his 3-year-old Shaza being hospitalized, with his 10-year-old son, Cspiracy, who she wrote was on life support. In a subsequent post, she shared that Cspiracy had also died. Damn. His longtime friend and X3 sports trainer, Tony Tucci, told WSB TV, when I first heard about it, I broke down. I had to sit down. He was always a family man. They would come and sit and watch him train, and they would jump in and start training too. It says famed director Ava DuVernay was also a friend, posted about the loss, saying, my goodness, did he love his children? A happy, whole love, beautiful to behold. He loved making movies and TV too. Held many positions over the years, immersing himself in all aspects of the craft. His credits include Avengers Endgame, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Creed 3, Hunger Games, Catching Fire, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. CNN has reached out to Marvel Studios for comment, it says. So, very, very sad, very unfortunate, and just heartbreaking, man. I wouldn't necessarily go to thinking that this may be conspiratorial. Some people think that it's always some type of sacrifice or something involved in Hollywood and movies and things. And I think I will say I wouldn't put anything past anybody. Okay. One thing that I have found out and that I do know for a fact in my life is that I don't know what somebody may do. I've learned that. You may think they wouldn't do that, and then you be sitting there surprised when you see or hear about something you thought somebody would never do. So one thing that I know for a fact in my life and I've learned is that you do not know what somebody will do or won't do. You just really don't. So I don't know what people will do, especially people I don't know. But I do not think that this has anything to do with that. And I know it's some people in channels that think every time someone dies or something tragic, that maybe it may have been something to go with that, especially when there's movies where other people may have passed. Um, but with this, I don't think so. If anybody thinks that this is maybe conspiracy or has something to do with it, let me know in the comments, and I'd be interested in why you feel that way. But with me, I don't think that. I think this is just a very sad, unfortunate accident. So interested in what y'all think. What's up, B? How you doing? How you feeling? Nikki, what's up? You say, wow, so he did all those stunts and died in a car accident. That's sad. And that is why some people think sometimes it could be conspiracy or sacrifice or things like that, because you would think a person that's involved in so many maybe dangerous things would be okay and maybe avoid some things that the average person could possibly get into. Although it did say he hit a tractor trailer, which I don't know how. It's got to be something else with that. But one thing also that another thing I've learned in life is that it's very random. I think life is very random and things just happen. Like they say, shh, it happens. And I really do believe that things do happen, unfortunately. And it is sad. It's just sad and it's unfortunate. And I know people want to say sometimes in karma and things like that. I don't really believe in karma myself. Like, what would be the karma for these little kids that die? What they said, an 8-month-old or something, a 10-month-old? What would be the karma for that? Like, it doesn't make sense. I just think that life is random and things happen, and it's just unfortunate and it's sad, and it doesn't make sense. Who said it was supposed to? That's one thing with human beings. When you have the mind that we have, you try to think and rationalize everything and try to put things in place and make things make sense, and everything don't make sense. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. So another thing that don't make sense on another topic, and that Cspiracy Netflix, I really suggest everybody watch that. They said it's more plastic or microplastic in the ocean than it is stars in the galaxy. Now they said it's almost like an infinite amount of stars in the galaxy. It's more plastic in the ocean than it is stars in the galaxy. That's messed up. Jesus Christ plan for the family. That is definitely what's needed. You say that would be strategic planning. I definitely think that would be very strategic to try to do something like that. And then also, I don't think that it's beneficial. So a lot of times people think this person or that person may have something happen conspiracy wise, but why would that be beneficial? I don't think that. So sometimes I don't think it's that. Now, let me get to this next topic, which is really, I think, may be a conspiracy. I don't know, but I definitely would not get down with this one at all. Forget that. What's up, Kay Leezy? Happy hump day. How you doing? Kelly, Nikki, you say yuck. People have messed this world up. Well, here come another yuck moment for you. You said, and this is true, and this is something that I remember as well. You say, I remember when I was young and they went from paper to plastic. Everybody was outraged. Didn't seem like it was a good idea. Yeah, because the plastic bags held less, but they had the handles. And that's what really sold plastic bags, was the handles. You could hold them with the handles and put about 10 of them in one hand or something. Whereas the paper bags, remember old ladies used to have them old shopping carts that would collapse flat, and then they'd open it up and then put the paper bags in there, and then they'd bring their own little portable shopping cart and bring the paper bags home. But once you got plastic bags, you didn't need stuff like that no more. But I remember that. My mom had one of those, but I only remember her using it like one time because we did have a car, so it wasn't really no need to use that. I don't know why she had that. But I do remember she had one in our closet, and I do remember seeing older ladies with those with paper bags. And that's back in the day when kids would be like, you want me to help the old lady bring her groceries up? Because she had that, and she had brown paper bags. But with the plastic bags, shoot, you can carry 20 bags on the finger. Your finger be red as hell, looking like a hook. You got 20 bags on that finger, just about to break that finger off. But you like, I got it. I ain't making 2 trips. I'm going to lose a finger, but I ain't making 2 trips, goddammit. I'm putting all them bags on one hand. That finger be red as hell. You got to put it in some ice when you get up in that house. You couldn't do that with the paper. You know what I'm saying? You say I'm from New York and we always had a shopping cart. See, that's that OG stuff right there. In Chicago, they had it too. All right, let me get to this next story that is really crazy. And I definitely, and also, I'm glad the strike is about to be over. I can get back to work on my TV shows. Hopefully, get some stuff going. Maybe get me a Netflix special. Who knows? I'm working on it. All right. Now, let me see. Okay. Now, this story right here, if this ain't a conspiracy, it's going to make me mad. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Cutting down on paper bags was supposed to save the trees, right? And next thing you know, we destroyed the ocean. If it ain't one thing, it's another, right? What's up, Crystal? Looky here, say I still got my shopping cart. Now, Disney. Everybody think Disneyland supposed to be all that, and everybody want to go to Disneyland. Now, in 2019, for the Christmas time, and up until January 2020, I was in California. Some of y'all that's been rocking with me on this channel for years, you remember, because I did live stream the trip and a lot of stuff when I was there. And the videos are still on this channel. Anyway, I was going to go to Universal Studios, not Disneyland, because my son was a little older and Disneyland is kind of corny after a certain age. Anyway, we were going to Universal Studios, and I was going to pay to skip the lines because I already knew, because we had went to Disneyland in 2011. And when we went there in 2011, it was so many lines and things that it can make your trip unenjoyable when you go to places like Great America, Disneyland, Kings Island, all that stuff, waiting in line for an hour to get on a ride that takes less than a minute, 30 seconds. So anyway, I was going to pay, it was $250 or something like that to get the passes that skips the line. And I was going to pay that for me and my son, because I ain't about to be sitting around in no damn line. You won't be able to do much. Plus, it's very inconvenient sitting in those lines. Now, they took it to a whole nother level, because I get it. You waiting in the line for an hour or two. You don't want to get out of line to use the bathroom. But I'm never, ever, ever going to poop myself because I want to stay in line and ride this ride. What? So not am I pissed off? I'm pissed on. I'm shitty about this ride, and I'm shitty about my draws. What? And you supposed to, don't let it be a runny poop. And you get on this little roller coaster slinging you around, some slide out your pants leg, fly and hit somebody upside the head. Shit's falling out the sky. Literally. Where that shit come from? It says Disney theme park guests are now pooping while waiting on lines for rides. It says when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna go out of the line. What the hell? Hey man, I had to go. I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Not ride the ride? It's just boo-boo. I can wipe it when I get home. What? It's just like being a baby. What? What if that's the person in front of you? Hey, man, I ain't getting out of line. It say riders at Disneyland and Disney World have been defecating while standing in line. I'm not even standing in line. I'm sitting in line and I ain't about to crap myself. What? Say, according to witnesses who reported the grotesque sight on social media, I am in the queue for Rise of the Resistance. Well, they didn't have much of a resistance. That ass was loose. It was not very resistant. Someone let their kid take a dump on the floor, and then they just walked out and left it. WTF. Now, I ain't trying to be racist. I just am. I didn't try. I just am racist. No, I'm joking. But I know everybody like to paint black people as nasty and trifling and Mexicans. But the truth be told, white folks be doing some nasty stuff, man. I can almost guarantee no black person let their kid take a dump in line on Disneyland, and then just walk away and get on the ride like ain't nothing happened. Because a black mother or father been and beat their kid's ass if he took his pants down and crapped on the floor. We would have just had to get out of line. And you just say, you know what? You ain't going to get on that ride. That's what's going to happen because I'm not getting back in line. So what's going to happen is we going to get out of line. You going to get your little shitty booty ass out of here. And we ain't getting back in line. That's all that's going to happen. But you ain't about to doodle right here like a damn Labrador or something. You ain't no damn poodle. I don't raise poodles. I raise kids. What the hell? What, I got to put some newspaper down for your little ass? Oh, hell no. You better choke slammed your ass like the Undertaker in line. Shoot. Even in this chair, I been and ran their little ass over. 3-wheel motion on their ass. I better hit the switches. Bloop, 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 bloop. What you thought this was? Embarrassing me. You better get a pooper scooper or something up in here. What the hell? Hey, straight up, man. Let me go back to the rest of this crazy ass story. And I do mean crazy ass. And say, Disney guests can wait online for Rise of the Resistance, the Star Wars theme attraction, for more than an hour and a half. First of all, I ain't stood nowhere in line for an hour and a half unless they giving away some free shit. And it's got to be good free shit, okay? It's got to be something I actually want. I don't want no damn paper towels or some pop for an hour and a half. I ain't never been to Black Friday waiting outside nowhere to buy stuff. How could you wait in line to buy things that long? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You wait in line for some good free stuff. Another Redditor who claims to have worked near the ride confirmed the claim, writing, "For the skeptics, this actually happened. Fun fact, this was one of 3 shites. This is one of 3 shites related incidents at Rise today. They say Rise, but they really drop. They drop the poop. I'm tired of the shite. They say Rise, but they drop." It says less fun fact. I was here for all 3 of them. Fun fact. I saw all 3 poops. Of course, we know this Redditor is a white person. Ain't no black person gonna be like, fun fact, I saw 3 people poop in line. And guess what? They made me clean it. Yep. My job, it's not in my job duties. Fun fact, I got to because I'm on child support. Fun fact, fork this job, fork Disney, fork all of these people. Fun fact, I'm out. That's how I would have went if it was a black person already. Fun fact. That shit ain't fun. Fun fact, I had to clean up diarrhea 3 times. Fun fact. Heidi ho. That ain't no goddamn fun fact. This is how the black person would have worded it. Here's the bull slit. They made me clean this up 3 times. Fun fact, I quit. No, fun fact, I've been stealing time for the last 2 years because they've been full of bullshit. Fun fact. Fun fact, I've been screwing my supervisor and I don't really do nothing. Fun fact. That's our fun facts. Fun fact, I be hitting that 10 on break. We made Jose clean the poop up, and I saw it first all 3 times. But because I be smashing, we made him do it. Fun fact. That's how I would have went. Anyway, fun fact. Disney hikes the prices to tickets in Florida and California. When I went there, what's funny is this. I was just watching Beverly Hills Cop 3 the other day, and he went to their little Disney World thing, and they was like, the tickets are $35. $35? What do you mean $35? What? $35? I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you. I'm gonna get you the $35. I'm gonna get you the $35. Hold on. So listen, what is $35? I got $35, but I'm gonna tell you what is it? What is $35? That was Eddie Murphy impression. He was tripping on $35, which I remember when that 94 in the early 90s when that came out, that was high. When I went and what was that? 2011 with my son. It was like $75 a ticket to go to Disneyland. $75. I know it's got to be over 100 today. Say a Redditor poster who claimed to have worked at Disney in Orlando described guests leaving their bodily waste on the premises in Orlando. So that other one was in California. This is in Orlando. Bodily fluids no longer bother me after working at Disney, they wrote. Let's just say that the attraction I work at has what the cast ended up dubbing the poop hall, because of the amount of times guests have gone in there and pooped. What? We even put up a camera and it didn't stop it. Oh my goodness. This claim was seconded by another Disney cast member, a reference to the company's theme park. Let me just say this right quick. And I know I'm not that smart, right? I'm not that smart. But I just read this story and I've already come up with a solution. Okay? That's why I think this is a conspiracy, that they're doing this to people on purpose, because I just came up with the solution just now in real time. I'm reading this live. I didn't pre-read all of this. I didn't pre-think this. Here's the solution. And I think this is a genius idea. You want to hear what my solution is? Why don't they put a porta potty here right there? Dun, dun, dun. What's the problem? This is Disney. They can't afford a porta potty, so you could put cameras and all this stuff. Why y'all just don't put a porta potty? You know these lines are long as hell. People waiting an hour. You got people steadily crapping and pissing themselves and on the floor. Why don't they start putting porta potties near the lines that are that long? And that way, when people get halfway there, they can take the little poop break or something. I mean, is that asking too much? I know I'm not that smart. Please correct me where I'm wrong. But would that be bad to put a porta potty? Like, I think they are like, see, this can get really deep, this conspiracy, because if people really go down the rabbit hole of Disney, okay, go down the rabbit hole of Disney conspiracies. I mean, I'm not making this up. Now, some people say it's different rituals or different things they make people do whether it be the Mickey Mouse Club and all the stuff them people went through or whatever. Maybe they making people go through some type of embarrassment ritual or something, making people go through stuff there. Why not? I wouldn't put that, you know what I'm saying? Why can't they put a porta potty there? They obviously have enough information and physical evidence to suggest that it's needed, but they won't do it. Why? Who would want somebody peeing and pooping in their business, in their park? Who would allow that? Why would you want your employees doing something that's totally not part of their job? Why would you want your customers to be going through that embarrassment? I mean, you know, I think that is something a little deeper than that. I think it's something a little deeper than that. What up, Trinae? She got a good point right here, but not really. But I know where you're going. So I said earlier, I would not stand in line for nothing that I got to pay for. Not for no hours. I will take it back. I have stood in line when I was at Disneyland. It wasn't hours, but it wasn't more than I wanted to, but I did it for my son because he never did it, and it was for him. I couldn't just let him stand by himself. He was 7. So I did it for him. But for me, oh, hell no. I wouldn't have did that. Now, you want to know, would I stay in line for the brand new Jordans? No, I would not. No, I would not, unless they were free. And then it depends on how long the line is, which Jordans it is, and what are my chances of securing a pair. Now, if the line is an hour, 2 hours long, and they only got a limited amount of pairs, then my chances of winning, I will just chalk it up as forget it. Now, if it's a line of 10 people, hey, but that ain't an hour and a half, would it be? So, but no, I have never in my life stood in line to buy shoes. I know people be like, yeah, I was there when Foot Locker opened at 10 o'clock or whatever. I've never done that. I have never done it. Now, I have been in line at 10 o'clock on the app. I will get on the app at 10 o'clock and wait till 10 o'clock and buy the shoes, but I'm at home in my drawers. So I ain't going to stand in no line or drive to no store or be waiting to buy some shit. Hell no. I just can't. I don't. For one, I guess me coming from Chicago, and I know everybody in Chicago don't feel this way, but my experience, I learned the power of my money as the consumer at an early age. So like, you need me. You need my money. You want to sell me something. I don't have to buy this from you. I don't have to buy your TV. I can go anywhere and get a TV. I can go anywhere and buy a car. I can go anywhere and get this computer. I can go anywhere to do anything. I need a contractor. It's a lot of contractors. I don't have to pay you. So learn the power of your money and your buying power because they need you. You don't need them. It's a lot of people that's providing these services and stuff. You can even a Mercedes, for example. You don't have to go to the Mercedes dealership or that dealer. You can go anywhere. So a lot of times you don't have to go to these people. You gotta, hey man, you need my money. It don't matter. I don't have to buy my food from Kroger or Walmart or Marsh or where. I can go a lot of places. So always remember that, man. Know your power. Straight up. Hey, I don't have to buy these shoes. I may want them, but I can find other places. Now you can go on eBay, StockX, Foot Locker. You can get you can go any place. So it's hard for me to beg or wait for somebody to take my money. I'm not gonna ask you to take my money or wait in lines and do all that. It just rubs me the wrong way. I'll walk away or roll away. I'll roll off this mother. Anyway, Nikki, you say especially the black dollar. You damn right. Straight up. It's hard enough to keep the black dollar in the pocket, let alone in our community. So I ain't about to be just quick to give it away or buying stuff in a hurry. No. And another thing that's probably affected me is that I used to work in sales. So being a salesman, I already know how it is when people trying to sell you. So I don't like anyone to sell me nothing. I like to buy, but I don't like to be sold. You can't sell me shit. Now I may buy stuff, but I bought it because I wanted it. You ain't sell me nothing that I didn't want or got me paying more for something or did this or that or whatever. You know, car salesmen love to be selling a woman a car, talking about this color of the car or it's cute or you look cute in it and all that stuff could be irrelevant. And what's the price? What's this? What's that? Where is that? Okay, you ain't doing this. I'm gonna go to the next person. Just that simple. You don't have to buy from them. They ain't the only ones. If one person will finance you, I'm sure another one will. So anyway, definitely. Nikki say, you know the tactics. Hey, for real. You ain't gonna have me up in here with a bag of goods I ain't want. Straight up. I buy what I buy. You ain't gonna have me buying stuff and then I be regretting it. Been there, done that. Plus, I already got a lot of buyer's remorse built in anyway, so I don't like to be sold stuff. All right, I got a couple little things, man. Now, here's another conspiracy right here that's gonna blow your mind. And whoever left early, you shouldn't have left because this one right here is scary. And shout out to my girl that is working in this business, Sheena. What's up, Sheena? She's been looking into this. I won't get all into it too much, but she's into the funeral home business, looking into it. Anyway, this story is about, I see you, Nikki, still here. Appreciate all y'all. This is about the funeral home business. A lot of people have always wondered about funeral homes, maybe not. I have. I always thought they was creepy. Little house in the middle of the neighborhood. In Chicago, funeral homes be in the neighborhood and stuff. And, you know, you got a house with a bunch of dead bodies in it. Anyway, this funeral home owner and wife are arrested after the remains of at least 189 people are found at the facility. What? 189 remains are found at their facility? The company, which was started in 2017, they got 189 remains in just 5 years, y'all. What year is this? 23? So in 6 years, they did this in 6 years. Think of the funeral homes that's been in y'all neighborhoods as long as you can remember. They did this in 6 years. It said they offered cremations and green burials without the embalming fluids and kept doing business even as its financial and legal problems mounted in recent years. And see, this is the thing people be talking about. I want to get cremated. I want to be buried like a tree. Put a tree on top of me and let a dog piss on me and fertilize me. I'll be part of the cycle of life. Hell, they could even shit on me like they was in line at Disneyland. It's all good. It's from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Well, you know what? These people gonna screw you and they gonna poop on you on your grave. What? People thinking they getting embalmed or getting cremated and they just throwing you in the garbage and then handing your people a jar of some damn charcoal briquettes. Talking about, here you go. Here go your daddy. And your goof ass got it up there on top of your mantle. Yeah, that's mama. That's mama. She said to spread her ashes in the ocean. You spreading barbecue. That's what you spreading, barbecue dust. You spreading barbecue dust. You know what I'm saying? So you need to chill. You didn't turn your mama into the charcoal briquette. You know, mama, you smell like pulled pork. I didn't know you smell so good, mama. You smell like beef brisket, mama. She was so sweet. That honey sweet mild sauce. Ooh, mama. I miss you. You did know how to cook. When they burnt your ass and cremated you, your cooking skills seep through your pores. My mama could cook. Yeah, she sure could. Uh-huh. Smell her. Smell her. She smell like pulled pork even now. Damn, man. I make myself laugh sometimes, y'all. Pulled pork. Mama. You know how when people die and you be missing them, so you want to smell that blanket or smell that item they used to wear, that shirt or comforter or whatever. Mama, I miss you. Then she smelled the jar. Smell just like dinner. Just like mama used to make. With little mild sauce. Ah. Smell like mild sauce, mama. Not the vinegar kind. It say that this is in Colorado, and it says that they have been arrested after the decaying remains of at least 189 people were found at his facility. John and Carrie Halford were arrested in Wagoner, Oklahoma on suspicion of 3 felonies. Only 3: abuse of a corpse, money laundering, and forgery. It says authorities said in the email to the aggrieved families. John Halford is being held at the Muskogee County, Oklahoma jail, though there aren't any records showing that his wife may also be there, according to a man who answered a call to the jail but refused to give his name. Damn, they put all the details in here. This man answered, but he wouldn't give his name. That must be a small little spot. The Halfords couldn't immediately be reached for comment Wednesday. Neither has a listed personal phone number, and the funeral home's numbers no longer work. 115 bodies found improperly stored in the Colorado funeral home. Why are they letting so many pile up? When are you going to realize we need a bigger boat? I mean, like, you got 115. When you... Hey, look, we got to start to do something with these. Maybe we should actually burn them. Because where are you storing 115 bodies? 115 people that are alive standing around is a lot. Just think about that. 115 people in this picture of this place. That's a packed house. That's a packed house. Look at this. 115 people in here. That's a lot. Even if they came 2 by 2 like Noah, you looking at damn near 50 to 60 cars. You know what I'm saying? So when they realize we got too many people, we need to do something. Maybe we should actually do our damn job and dispose of these bodies. What were they going to do with them? How were they going to get rid of this? It says John Halford owns Return to Nature Funeral Home, in Penrose, a small town about 100 miles south of Denver. The remains were found October 4th by authorities responding to a report of an abhorrent smell. I'm sure. I'm wondering how they were even able to go inside that building. It said they had a report of an abhorrent smell inside the company's decrepit building. Officials initially estimated there were about 115 bodies inside, but the number later increased to 189 after they finished removing all the remains in mid-October. And see, this is the type of thing, when you sign up to be a police officer, you ain't think you was going to see this type of case. Like, what the hell? I feel bad for cops to a certain extent, because you see the worst of the worst all the time. It just messes you up. That's why a lot of them be alcoholics and stuff. I mean, I would not want to go in. I would have quit. I wouldn't have went in there with 189 bodies stinking like that. And what I'm supposed to do? Count them and move them and pick that? Hey, man, I'm a cop, man. What the hell is this? I quit. I would have quit, man. For real. I ain't doing that. That's disgusting. They probably bloated, belly guts hanging out, maggots, worms, doodle balls. Turning green, pale. Oh my God. Silence of the Lambs looking mother. It say a day after the odor was reported, the director of the State Office of Funeral Home and Crematory Registration spoke on the phone with Halford. He tried to conceal the improper storage of corpses in Penrose, acknowledged having a problem at the site, and claimed he practiced taxidermy there. According to an order from state officials, he was probably stuffing them. He done knocked the stuffing out that McMuffin, aka your mama. It say the company, which was started in 2017 and offered cremations and green burials without embalming fluids, kept doing business even as its financial and legal problems mounted in recent years. The owners had missed tax payments in recent months, were evicted from one of their properties, and were sued for unpaid bills by a crematory that quit doing business with them almost a year ago. Damn. It says Colorado has some of the weakest oversight of funeral homes in the nation, with no routine inspections or qualification requirements for funeral home operators. What? That's insane. So you could just open a funeral home and do whatever the hell you want, and nobody's going to inspect you, and there's no requirements or qualifications? So you could just open a funeral home with no education, no requirements, no qualifications in Colorado? That's insane. Sheena, you probably should have moved to Colorado. You could have saved you some money. Just bury them in the backyard. I don't understand that. It says there's no indication state regulators visited the site or contacted the Hollyford until more than 10 months after their registration expired in November 2022. State lawmakers gave regulators the authority to inspect funeral homes without the owner's consent last year, but no additional money was provided for the increased inspections. Damn. I heard about people buying gold bars at Costco. Wow. And see, this also brings another thing. A lot of people, and even my parents, they want to get cremated. I don't believe in cremation. I want to get buried so that when Jesus say rise again and walk, I get me some new legs. I was running. No, I was thinking that before that, though, actually. Like, man, if you get turned to dust, well, ain't no comeback from that. Well, he could just make anything happen and they could just rebuild a new one. Yeah, you over here making them do too much. Making them work so damn hard for you. You supposed to be working for them. Both my parents want to be cremated. I be trying to talk them out of it. They don't want to listen to me. I'm like, all right, then, with your dusty ass. Woo. Neek, you say when you a police officer, you putting your life on the line, period. You ain't lying. Nikki B, you say, oh, you want to be a zombie. Want to be a zombie. But zombies only gonna, what did it say, 20-inch blades. Trying to be a zombie. And I looking like Bertha Davis in this building. You say, did you hear about the funeral director that left the body out and went out of town for the weekend? Body started to decay. That was my goddaughter, 32 years old. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's horrible. Sorry to hear that. No, I didn't hear about that. That was here in Indianapolis. They need that ass beat. That's crazy. You know, this funeral home stuff. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think, damn, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that was in Indy. That's definitely terrible. I don't know, man. I think it's a conspiracy to try to get people to want to get cremated now. Why all of a sudden everybody want to be cremated? You know what I'm saying? I think that's a conspiracy so that you can't come back. Got him. Go ahead and get dusted. Turn that ass to dust. Now you can't come back. What if you wrong? Hey, it may not be true. It may not be the case, but you never know. And if you wrong, then you made a bad choice. But say, you know, you do get buried and you never rise again. And some people think when you buried, it's over, it's nothing. Well, then what's the difference? Why you care? I don't want no worms in me. Well, if you gone and there's nothing, who cares? Right? So, yeah, people say it's less expensive, true, but I don't give a damn. Spend that money, break that bread. I ain't, what, you can't take it with you? Well, I don't want to leave no bills for my people. Man, screw them. Hey, man, I don't give a damn what they got to pay for. You know what I'm saying? They should have been worried about that when I was alive. They should have been appreciative. Break bread now. Pay what you weigh. Nah, my father say that same thing. I'll be like, man, so you think I'm be worried about how much it's gonna cost when you die? Just get insurance. Of course, he get the cheapest insurance he can get. Cheap old buzzard. Anyway, I don't know, man. I get it in a way. Depend on where you are. My mom in another country and some of her family members are buried, and the way it is in Panama, and I was with her one time when we had to go and do this, is that in the cemetery they don't really have everything marked or organized. And like when we went there, like she has to pay people to clear the area. So when we went there, she had to pay some people to clear off the land on where they were buried because it was getting overgrown and stuff. It's like the funeral cemetery rather doesn't maintain the grounds. So like if you don't go and pay to get it cleared, then they'll just let weeds grow on your ass. I guess that's the natural way. What people talking about a green burial, all they need to do is just have a cemetery with no grounds crew. And your ass will get green real quick. Nature will grow over you real quick. I seen it. I was there with her, and I was in my 20s. So, you know, it's a lot. But in America, you don't have that issue. I mean, cemeteries are maintained. So I don't know. They burn me up. I'm going to haunt your ass. Why'd you do it? I never got burnt before. Why'd you burn me now? Anyway. What'd you say, Nikki? Did you say, will you stop it, Jay? I mean, I believe in cremation. I didn't, but now I do. What's up, good? How you doing? I don't know. I think, of course, it's a personal decision, but hey, if you gone, you ain't coming back. That's for sure. So you might want to think of that one. You say that funeral home was connected in GI where infants' bodies were found in the ceiling. What? See, that's that conspiracy stuff right there. And the conspiracy is that some satanic worship type stuff? Child sacrifice? Why would you have baby bodies in the ceiling? Who's doing that? What is the point? I mean, even if they were there for legitimate reasons in the funeral home, how could you? Well, that's crazy. How are you doing that? What is going through this person's mind? What are they trying to accomplish? It just doesn't make sense. And I know a lot of people be thinking maybe they don't believe in, God or the devil or this or that. And that's fine. That's up to whoever wants to believe whatever. But I will tell you, it's some real stuff out there, okay? And of course, I got to bring it back to some shows. I'm about to get up out of here. But HBO turned into Max. And the reason why it turned into Max is because they bought out the Discovery Channel and some other stuff. Well, on HBO Max was now called Max, the documentary. You can get everything from Discovery Channel, all of that stuff on there now. Well, anyway, reason I bring that up is that I got exposed on HBO Max to a show called, it's a couple of them, but one of them is called Ghost Hunters. And let me tell you that it's this one and it's another one with this guy named Zach. I can't remember his name. Hey, it's some real stuff happening. Now they got, you remember the Xbox 360, and it came with this camera called the Kinect camera, and like it was sort of similar like the Nintendo Wii, and you could move around and do stuff. Well, they got that Kinect camera hooked up to this other thing, and when they use that, you could see like images will pop up. So they'll be talking to something, and then like an image will like pop up like on somebody's shoulder or something, or like moving around and stuff. It's really weird. Then they got this other thing that they got that like scans channels, and like you could hear like voices come through sometimes and stuff, or they'll ask it questions and different stuff. And then next thing you know, boom, they'll hear something be like, the devil, murder, kill. And be like, what the fork is that? Now, if you watch these shows, it is a point where they'd be like, oh my God, I just felt the chill. Ooh, would you see that? Okay. Are they telling the truth? Are they acting? I don't know with that part. But I do not think it's a conspiracy. I do think it is real when those voices come through those machines. And you could even buy one of those machines. I found one too, but it was like $200 something, so I didn't buy it. But they have this, they got this other machine that got like 1,000 different words in it. And they can, the voice or whatever, or the whatever's coming through, entity or something, can make it can make words come out of there and like sentences. It's crazy, man. It's creepy. Stuff like this will make me think and scare me more than like a scary movie from Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff I do believe is real. I do believe that it is other dimensions. And I know maybe we got to get into this in another one because we've been already on this for about a years off or more, as well as with different things with CERN and time and all of that. Who knows? How many people know about the Stargate, different dimensions? Some people think this is just talking in the air. Some people really believe in it more than they probably should. I don't know. We definitely had to get into that a little more. Let's see. You said, didn't Zach do the documentary about the house in GI where the kids was? I think so. I think so because he has done a couple of like documentaries or shows on possessed houses and locations. So, and he also has possession and like haunting memorabilia museum in Las Vegas. And he just got married to Holly Madison, who used to be one of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends. Remember when Hugh Hefner had that show with the 3 girlfriends? Well, she was the tall blonde one. And now I think they are engaged to be married. But yeah, she used to be with Hugh Hefner, and now she with him. They probably be screwing to the ghost of Hugh Hefner or something. Who knows? They have a threesome with the ghost of Hef. He come in with that little smoking jacket. He got his little cigar. Yeah, hit that one time for me there, Zach. Hit it like I used to. Yeah, see? Anyway. Nikki, you say, I believe that too, Jay. My father used to talk to me about that kind of stuff. Hey, it's true. Hey, you know another thing that that's tripped out? I was one time. So my mom coming from Panama, you know, it's not an island nation, but somewhat of different than the United. It's closer to third world nation, but not really. She killed me for saying that. Anyway, I did see one book that she had one time when I was younger. It wasn't like I don't want to make it sound like it's more than it was. It was like a book. It was thin. I believe somebody gave it to her or something, but it did have something to do with like some spells or something. So whether that was real or you could use it or make spells or not, I mean, I was young. I couldn't really get into all of that, but there are books and things out there where people is trying to do all kind of stuff. So who knows? Yeah. My mom is Panamanian, 100%, born and raised. Yep. So where I was going with that also is that, like, she told me stuff about people with tarot cards and different stuff that people do, or some voodoo and different stuff that's been there in Panama. So, you know, in them older countries, you come across some older stuff. In America, everybody has then gotten sanitized and think, oh, this ain't real. Well, this don't happen, or people don't do that. And what it is we've been so removed from real, you know what I'm saying? The real human experiences. You know, we didn't got put in all our little boxes and our little apartments and houses and stuff, and turn on our little TVs and radios and think, oh well, can't nothing happen and nothing is wrong with the world and we got everything under control. And it ain't that simple, you know, it just ain't. So, like Nikki, you saying black magic and white magic, that is true. Some used for good, some used for bad. But according to the Bible, all of it is bad because you ain't supposed to be messing with it. But that's how the magic people present it as, oh, I'm doing white magic. But all of it is really black magic because you shouldn't be doing none of it. But, you know, allegedly, you get the white magic to go against the black magic. But you never know. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. AG, you say you ready for Raising Canaan? I am too. And sad that power's over with. But hey, now that the strike is over, that means that season 3 should be on the way. Maybe I'll be filming some more, and hopefully they elevate me to be the Don. It's no more Tommy. It's Rollable Cop to the rescue. I'm taking over everything. It's no more Tommy show. It's the Rojas show. Anyway. Bobby Steele, where does it say that in the Bible? Where does it say what? About don't mess with magic? I can't quote you the exact scripture, but I do know that it's in there, and I do remember seeing it. And so what I'm going to do, if that's what you want to know, is I'm going to Google it right now before we go. Let's see. I don't want to leave on that note. Let's see. Where and let's see. And Bible. I'll put it this way. I'll say, does the Bible say magic is bad? It says, is magic truly evil? Scripture read. Okay, what does the Bible say about magic? There are several references to witchcraft in the Bible that strongly condemn such practices. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 11 through 12 condemns anyone who casts spells or who is a medium or spiritualist or who consults the dead. Can't get no clearer than that. You do not cast spells. You should not be a medium. So these people talking about I can communicate with the dead and they say this and that. That's wrong. You shouldn't be a spiritualist, you know, talking about the spirits say this and that, and I communicated with and consulting with the dead. None of this. None of this. For one, any spirit that speaks back with you is going against God because God said that you're not supposed to do that. So if any spirit is communicating, it's already an evil spirit because any spirit that is righteous would follow God's laws. So any spirit, any person giving information, even if it's good, even if it's right, even if it was helpful, is getting this from an evil spirit because God said you're not supposed to do it. So if you're doing something against God's will, what's that say? A third of the angels fell with Satan, you know, and that's a whole deeper thing about why that happened. I had to break that down on what happened with that and the third, you know what I'm saying? But as you see, yes, definitely back up my words. Here, I'll put it up bigger for everybody to see. There you go. Don't get into them spells and stuff. It says, what is the sin of witchcraft in the Bible? Let's see. Deuteronomy 18, chapter 18, 10 through 11. There shall not be found among you any that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. Can't get too much more specific than that. Says, is it a sin to write about magic? Writing magic into your story is not by definition a sin. However, if you are not using a fantasy world where you prove by your setting you are making a break from this reality and are entering into another set of rules, you are treading in forbidden territory. So they basically saying, like, for example, Harry Potter, although it is a break and people know that it is not in this current world, it is promoting witchcraft. How many people want to dress up as a wizard, Harry Potter, or try to do spells, or trying to say all this stuff? As a child growing up watching this, you get indoctrinated into witchcraft and spells, magic, sorcery, and it makes it harder for you as an adult to go against it because you like it. It brought so many good feelings to you. And so when somebody says it's wrong, man, it ain't wrong. I was watching Harry Potter as a kid. It ain't do nothing to me. I'm fine. You're defending. You see what I'm saying? They made you a defender. You don't even realize it. So, that's one thing about social engineering and brainwashing, is that you be doing things that you think that you want to do, and it is your idea, and it's not. And that's the thing. So, hey, it's a lot of things that we should and shouldn't do. It's a lot of things maybe that you should or shouldn't do that's in the Bible that we don't. Does that mean, oh, well, give up? Does that mean, well, the Bible speak about this and I like that, or, it says this and that, and it's old, times have changed, and this and that, whatever. Well, you could say whatever you want to say to justify and do whatever you want to do. But, I look at it like this. No, I am far from getting everything right or doing the right things all the time or whatever. But I try. I didn't just give up. And I don't just say, oh, well, I ain't perfect. I can't be like Jesus. Oh, well, forget it. I still try. And yeah, I mess up and I don't get it right and I do things I shouldn't do. But I'm not going to just say, oh, well, forget it. I'm going to still keep trying. And hey, that's all I can do, right? I ain't going to give up, though. Anyway, we're going to end it on that. I appreciate all of that tonight. A lot of great feedback. I'm going to start having people come and talk about different conspiracies with me, talk about different topics with me. I'm going to start doing this every Wednesday and Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all mark that on y'all calendars, Wednesdays and Sundays. We're going to talk about hot topics, what's going down, but also we're going to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to get that shovel. We're going to get down in the dirty. You know what I'm saying? Research some stuff. Hey, we're going to learn some things. Both of us. All of us. Say, I'm going to learn some things too. That's the whole point. That's the beauty of life. You never done learning. Never done going to school. It's always something to learn. So, we'll figure it out. We'll get it together. We'll break some stuff down. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm about to throw this soup away. It ain't got cold. Look at that. This damn cheese. This cheese is too thick. It's all in one little lump now. For those that didn't see earlier, this was French onion soup. French onion soup with some Parmesan cheese. It's about to be a little bit of garbage as soon as this go off. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow night for this finale of Power Book 4. And I appreciate all the good comments and everything. Steph Love say just caught the tail end of the conversation. Good content. Appreciate it, Steph Love. Definitely go back and watch the beginning of this video because we did have some things to talk about. I think I had a couple funny jokes. I don't know. I tried. I made myself laugh once or twice, so that always helps. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Bobby Steele, you say it's too hard to deny yourself and pick up the cross and follow Jesus. Don't say it's too hard. You could say it's hard, but it's not too hard. It can be done, but it's not too hard. But it is hard. It is hard. That's true. And you can. Hey, man, look. Maybe you can't pick it all the way up. Maybe you just drag it a little bit. You trying though. You trying to move it. That's the key. Keep trying to move it. Maybe you don't get it as far. Maybe you can't pick it all the way up. Maybe you just move it a little bit here and there every so often, and you got to keep coming back to it. But you didn't give up. That's the key. Don't quit. Don't say it's too hard, so, oh, well, forget it. No, you don't do that. Just keep working on it. Maybe as you keep working on it, you get stronger. Next thing you know, you moving it further than you realize. You doing more than you thought you could do. You may be moving more now than you could have a year ago or 5 years ago. So it ain't always about comparing yourself to the next. Compare yourself to what you was once doing. You know, compare yourself to yourself. Right now, you can't move it at all. In a month, you able to move it 2 inches. 2 months, you can move it a foot. A year, 5 feet. You know, maybe 5 feet or an inch ain't much, but compared to an inch to 5 feet, you making progress. 5 years from now, maybe you got it on one arm, carrying it. You never know. So don't give up. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, you say somebody went too heavy with the cheese, but I love the cheese. Yeah, you talking about on my soup. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I've been losing weight, man. My belly getting smaller. I like that. My damn belly was too big and forced. I'm glad I started losing weight before the show came out. If the show would have came out and I was still that size, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. But actually, I've been losing so much weight, I might have to get new clothes again because my clothes are so big. I might have to open up my eBay store, start selling all my old clothes. They damn near all look brand new anyway. Anyway, we'll see. All right, man. Yeah, just had the faith of a mustard seed. That's right, Bobby. That's awesome thinking, man. It is. And that's all you got to do. Don't give up. Just try a little at a time. Maybe you have a problem with smoking. Maybe you smoke 5 or 6 blunts a day. Well, maybe you cut down to 4 or 5. And then maybe you cut down to 3 or 4. Then maybe 2 to 3. Then, you know, a blunt a day, keep a doctor away for a while. And then next thing you know, you stop. That's what I'm working on. Anyway, y'all have y'all a good evening. Deuces. Good to see a lot of you guys. Appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. I'm out of here.